And the common question was like, get out of the car, not because we want to search your car, because we want pictures with you. So I got pictures with Taliban thinking like, this is going to be a cool conversation to share with people. And I'm like this. I posted on Instagram and like hundreds of people started attacking me like, you're posting pictures with killers and you got a smile on your face. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't put much thought into it, but it's true. It's really not unlike what I was in Gary, Indiana yesterday. They were toting guns and smiling, and I'm there smiling, asking silly questions, not unlike what you do. You know, we got to decide at what point in our career as YouTubers, we have a platform, we have millions of people watching. What is our responsibility in showing both sides? Like, we can't say certain things on camera, or either us or the people that we're with are going to be detained and jailed.
That's, I think, an important thing to point out for especially the Afghanistan video is
Yes.
if you would have interviewed women, your guide could have been in danger. If there's any sort of negative opinion about the Taliban, your guide could have been in danger.
100%.
So you're in this weird quandary where you're trying to give a real picture of what things are like. You're trying to be friendly with anyone. You don't have a horse in the race. So if it's Taliban, citizen, whoever, you're trying to be friendly with them. But then there's people that every single day they're being oppressed by the Taliban. They're not allowed to listen to music still. I just saw a video on Twitter of a woman getting whipped by a belt like repeatedly for listening to music. I mean, some people are really suffering there. So I think it is, the thing is we can't be everything to everyone. I think the best we can do is go in there. We have to ask the right questions. I think that's where I kind of corrected myself in a couple videos. I was being too easy on certain people. And it's not that I'm trying to have a gotcha moment, but if you're selling fentanyl, I'm going to ask you, what do you think about the people that you sell to that overdose? So you have to ask the yin and yang questions and not just a PR stunt for a bad person.
Right, but to further complicate the conversation, there's a large percentage of Afghanis today that are very happy that they made music illegal because their God is the only reason they celebrate. So, you know, it's about the argument that you're not going to please everyone. But us, we do have a platform, and there's other instances. When I was in Syria, for example, in order for you to get permission to enter the country, you need to be with a government official, not unlike North Korea. So they'll tell you where you can film.
Are you in with Kim Jong-un?
I don't want to be, but I want to visit the country.
But do you have any connects? Like you can hit him up and do a spa day with him or something?
Not yet.
That's another one. Okay, if we got the opportunity to film with Kim Jong-un,
Yes.
I bet we'd have a pretty fun time
100%.
because everything would be like on the table.
Yes.
But then you realize so many millions of people are starving. It is a tough thing to...
See, but it's the line in the sand, you know, because if we're around during World War II as a journalist, who would not want to interview with Hitler to document what's going on? Doesn't mean that we agree with what he's done or that we like him as a person. I got to take the approach of journalists because I've interviewed murderers before. No doubt they've murdered.
Yeah.
And I might even smile during the conversation to make it like we're having a real conversation. Do I like that person? Do I want them at my house with my family? No, I wouldn't trust them. But yeah, it's still a fine line between what we do.
But that's the important distinction is our job is to go there and ask them questions, but there's a weird tide of people online that just by simply associating and talking to a person and letting them speak that you're doing violence or evil or something bad. A lady that did an amazing job interviewing the Taliban, Isabel Young. Are you familiar with her at all? No. She's a Vice correspondent. She has such cojones, dude. Like, she was asking all the questions I would have been terrified to ask them to their face. Yeah. And she was so calm about it. And I just had a lot of respect for her.
And as a female.
Yes.
Just so you know, I was with a female tourist.
Emma.
So when we were getting stopped.
Wandering Emma, by the way. She's pretty much like, she's just opened up the floodgates for Afghanistan. She literally has a WhatsApp chat right now with dozens and dozens of people that are backpacking and traveling through Afghanistan right now.
She's the best. She's come to my house. So we met in Afghanistan. Maybe 6 months ago, she messaged me. It's like, I've never been to Toronto. I'm like, come, I got whiskey, come to my house. So she stayed with my family for a couple of days. Yeah, she's a great woman. And she's an inspiration, not only for travelers, for female travelers. Man, she goes to these places alone.
40s, 50-year-old, whatever, Scottish lady.
Yes.
Been to Afghanistan 7 or 8 times.
Yes. Has children. She's an American citizen. She's from New York. So she's been here
Scottish,
for
right?
Yeah, she's born in Scotland.
Okay, because I thought when I talked to her, her accent was a bit off.
Yeah, no, she's kept it, but she's been in New York for 20 something years. Had children here. Yeah, amazing channel as well. If you're looking for a female, I don't want to say danger traveler, but you know, Iraq and Afghanistan type places. She's evidence that things are not as bad as what the world might make of them.